Vietnamese teachers are flagging concerns that students are increasingly using artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT to do math and literature assignments without understanding them. In just 1 week in May, a math teacher identified only as Chung caught 7th grade students copying solutions from ChatGPT 4 times to solve polynomial problems using 12th grade calculus. Students copied entire answers provided by ChatGPT without considering whether they aligned with their level of knowledge or the lessons they have learned at school, the teacher, who currently works at a private middle school in Hanoi, says. This is a dangerous misuse of AI tools. He says students in all of his classes from grades 6 through 9 have been using ChatGPT, Grok and DeepSeek. He instantly recognizes their use when solutions involve methods not covered in their curriculum or grade. Though he has repeatedly warned students and informed parents, the problem persists. Literature teacher Lu Thi Thu Ha of Viet Duc High School in Hanoi shares similar concerns. She receives essays that seem unnaturally good or use language that feels overly elaborate and foreign, and believes students are copying AI-generated content without adapting it to meet the assignment's requirements. The 12th and 10th grade teacher says the issue is more common among average students who are reluctant to think deeply, and they often resort to AI for social commentary essays. Instead of going through the process to fully understand a problem, they skip to the answer without comprehension. But completing those essays are crucial for developing critical thinking. Associate Professor Tran Thanh Nam, Vice Rector of the University of Education under the Vietnam National University, Hanoi, lists 3 reasons for this trend. First is academic pressure, with students overwhelmed by heavy workloads and high expectations from parents and teachers, he says. AI doesn't scold or criticize, and it's always available when they need help. He then points to students' lack of certain skills and mistaking AI as an all-knowing, trustworthy tool, and Vietnam's lack of a clear ethical and legal framework for AI use in education. Educators agree that it is not possible to ban the use of AI, as it is becoming an integral part of life, including education. Countries like China and the US are already teaching AI literacy from grade 1. AI is an unstoppable trend, which means we shouldn't prohibit its use, but instead encourage students to approach it positively and with guidance, or risk falling behind globally. Dr. Trong Dinh Thang, Rector of the Quang Tri College of Education and Vice Chair of the Scientific Council of Psychology and Education at the National Foundation for Science and Technology Development, says, to prevent abuse and promote productive use of AI in learning, educators say the first requirement is for teachers to understand and be proficient in using these tools. Thang points out otherwise they will not know how students are using AI, making it difficult for them to distinguish between misuse and creativity, let alone guide students to use it responsibly. Teachers don't need to be tech experts, but they should be proactive in learning and experimenting with popular AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Grammarly, and Canva AI. They must also understand the benefits, limitations, and ethical risks of AI in the classroom. Nam concurs, saying schools must provide training for teachers and emphasize their role in guiding students, and also educate students and parents in the opportunities and risks of AI. Both want schools to set classroom AI usage guidelines, for example, allowing it only in specific contexts and mandating citations. Teachers should assess students through personalized assignments with annotations or critical responses, or use oral tests, presentations, or debates to evaluate students' understanding. Lian Dung, an advisor at software company ZTO Labs, says teachers should teach students how to ask questions effectively, verify information, and identify appropriate stages and types of assignments where AI can be used, such as for idea generation, rather than completing tasks on their behalf. Teachers can also use plagiarism detection software and show students how AI-generated content can be detected, he says. Chung is building a set of guided prompts for students using AI. For example, instead of asking AI to solve a problem, students are encouraged to ask, "What formula or method should I use to solve this?" and provide grade-level context. They are also allowed to use AI to collect study materials or find practice exercises. If students learn to use AI as a support tool instead of relying on it, they'll save study time, gain deeper understanding, and keep their thinking skills intact. He has increased in-class assessments where students cannot access devices. For those who show signs of over-reliance on AI, she notifies their families so that parents can monitor them at home.